afternoon, ladies. So it is Wednesday again. We've made it halfway through the work week. So not too bad. We're on the downhill slide. Only Thursday and Friday to go. Of course, we have a shortened work week this week, so I'm sure you ladies are enjoying that. Those of you who have to work. So it always messes up my schedule for the week because I can't remember what day it is. I don't know if any of you ever have that problem, but it happens to me all the time. If anything throws off my schedule, hi Marjorie. Hopefully YouTube will be working correctly today. I'm hoping it was just a glitch the other day. Hi Kimberly, hi Violet. So maybe we'll have some better luck. So did anybody do anything fun on Monday? Did you cook out?
What you did.
What did I do on Monday?
Cleaned up from the storm.
I cleaned up from the storm. I did that on Tuesday too. So, I mean, no, we didn't. I guess we did it Sunday and Monday. Was it Sunday and Monday? Saturday and Monday? I don't know. We cleaned up from the storm. So everything except our fence is back in reasonably working order.
Any evidence of the tree is gone?
Yeah, the tree is still gone. So, there's no way to get around that, really. It's gone. Spencer was very unhappy about that. She was crying about it. So we have to replace the tree now. Because I told her we would buy a new tree. And she has picked out a pecan tree to put in the place of that one. So that is what we will be replanting. Instead of the oak tree, we will be having another pecan tree. I guess because they like picking the pecans. Now, I don't mind picking them up, but I hate cracking them all the time. So, I don't know. We're going to have to invest in a machine or something at this point. Hi, Mom. Glad you made it. Hi, Aunt Dora. All right. Well, I did get a box in this weekend, so we've got a few new things today. Also got some others that I have pulled out, and we've actually had re-release of some of the things I have, so they won't necessarily look brand new to you. But some of the other consultants, of course, since they're newer, have not gotten those pieces ever before. So they're new to them. So we won't ruin anything for them. Let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to start with Modern Macarena. Modern Macarena. Hi, Ruth. I have a delivery for you. Were you able to get my invoice? I wasn't sure I had the right email address. Okay, this is Modern Macarena. These are crystal cut beads. I'm going to say crystal cut instead of crystal type because crystal type is really transparent. Thank you, Mom. I don't wear turquoise very often, but today was a turquoisey day. So these are pear-shaped or round crystal cut beads, which means they have the faceting like crystals do. They're hung in little clusters in this darker bright pink around this round chain. So we have the little circles that all hook into each other on this chain. The earrings are the pear-shaped faceted beads in that same pink on a fishhook back. I do have 2 of these available. This one hangs right at that collar. The chain part is actually just above the collar, and then all those clusters are hanging down below the collar. With your 2-inch extension that is on here, you could bring it down about here, which means it's going to hang between here and here. Okay, I just wanted to make sure I got the right email. So if you don't see it, let me know, please. Hi, Esley. So this one is Modern Macarena. In pink, 2 available, and it's number 1. It almost looks red, doesn't it? Yeah, he put red because it looked kind of red on his screen. It's not red, it's a dark pink. All right, this one is antique copper. It's called Trippin' On Texture. So we have, of course, lots of texture. So we have hammered rings and hammered kind of oval-shaped plates. We also have these round discs. They're rippled and they have kind of a scratch pattern on them. So it looks like you just scratched them. I'll show those up close to you after we show it on Linda. And then our earrings are the hammered copper circles on a fishhook back. So the top one is going to fit a little bit like a choker. That's the length that it is. And the other one is right there below. Hi, Daisy. Right below the collar. With your 2-inch extension, you can move this one down to about here. And then our other one's going to hang just below it, so right about here. So it's going to take up this upper to mid chest area.
Am I on Instagram?
Just Kimberly.
Okay, I got her. All right.
So I do have 2 of these available. Let me find that scratch pattern disc. There we go. So you can kind of see what that looks like. I don't know what else to call it other than a scratch pattern, because it's kind of what it looks like. So Kimberly's claiming one of these. I have 1 more available. It is number 2. Kimberly's off to a start over here on Instagram, and you ladies can't see her. So you're going to have to get everything before she does. They're racing you now, Kimberly. This one is record-breaking Radiance. This is also in an antique copper. I'm assuming because of the name that they wanted to make these sort of look like records, which they kind of do. They look like a half of a record with our little cutouts in arches. And then our earrings are the copper tassels. These are the round chains, so they're not like a regular chain link. These are the little circle chains. So a cute little addition to the texture on this one. These records do have a linear texture on them. Hi, Terry. So they're not completely flat or solid. This one is about 1/2 inch below that collar. With your 2-inch extension, you'll be able to bring the top of this down to about here, which means it's going to sit right above the bust for you with that 2-inch extension. So this one, hold it up so you can see that linear texture. Record-breaking Radiance. I have 2 of these available, and it's number 3. I'd like to ask you how the weather is, Terry, but your weather's always perfect, and it just makes me mad, so I won't ask. We're going to assume your weather's perfect. We are getting ready to have a rainstorm again. Heard the thunder a little while ago. It's supposed to have rain the rest of the week, so there we go. That's North Carolina for you. This is that odd part between spring and summer, and we get a lot of rain and a lot of heat and humidity. This one is Tour de Trendsetter in orange. I just have 1 of these available. This one is unique because it is on the gold chain. So we don't get a lot of orange that's on the gold chain, but this one is. We have crystal type beads. So these are actually transparent in a pear shape in orange. And then we have some solid opaque beads and also some transparent round, very small beads mixed in there. Rainy and muggy for you, Violet. That's where we're at. These are the opaque beads for earrings on a goldfish hook back. I just have 1 of these left. So this is my last one. This necklace was kind of popular. We had it in several different combinations. This one's about 1/4 inch below that collar. You can see that little bit of white peeking out there. With that 2-inch extension, you'll be able to bring it down about here. So it's going to go pretty solidly through the middle of the chest area and right above the bust. So this is Tour de Trendsetter. Very pretty orange and gold combination. Last one, number 4. Hot there too, Mom? You're hot and dry, though. It's a little different kind of hot, but it is still hot. Especially when you get up above 100 degrees, it's just hot. I don't care whether it's hot, dry, or hot, muggy, it's just hot. All right, this is one of our asymmetrical necklaces. This one was re-released recently. This is Prismatic Princess in blue. This is a nice blue and silver combination. You can see the smoky beads with this one. These are blue pearly beads along the side. So I just have one of these remaining. These are round crystal type beads, and then we kind of have the rectangular and the funky shaped ovals. I don't know what else to call them. We have the blue pearly beads along this side, and then we have this little tail that has some of those smoky beads along with the pearly beads, and then a little tassel with the blue pearly beads as well. So if you like something that's a little different, this one might be for you. It's got blue pearly bead earrings with it on a fishhook back, and I actually do have some blue pearly earrings later in the show that you could use for an upgrade on this one. This one comes about 2 inches below that collar, down into that V. So that's where I counted it from here to here. If you use the 2-inch extension that you have, you can bring this down to on the bust. So this V is going to sit right down here. And then it's going to go more into the belly button region with the bottom of this tassel. So this one is Prismatic Princess in blue. This is my only one, and it is number 5. So I kind of like it when they re-release things that I already have ordered previously, because I have them before anybody. So everybody else is waiting 3 weeks for them to come. I see them on there and I'm like, oh, I don't have to order that. I already have it. And I can offer them 3 weeks earlier than everyone else. Kind of sneaky, right? All right, are we ready for our first Family Feud question? Let's see. What are we going to do today? Gotta find a good one. There we go. Oh, my nose tickles. We're at that season 2. Something else has bloomed recently, and it's killing me. All right, we are going to take answer number 5 on this question. Name a kind of building that has a lot of beds in it. A building that has a lot of beds in it. Mattress store was not one of them. They really should have thought of that. They did not put that on there. Hospital was number 2. Jail was number 4. So we're looking for number 5. The shelter was number 3. So you got 3 of the answers. Hotel was number 1. So we've got 4 of the answers. Marjorie got it. Dormitory. Her answer just popped in up there. Dormitory was number 5. Ooh, Terry, brothel. We're going to have to get Kanisha back. Terry's going downhill here. We don't want you to sink to that level, Terry, so we'll bring Kanisha back. I'll let her know you're missing her. A retirement home, that's a good one. Bed and breakfast, that's pretty good too. Usually they don't have a lot, but they have more than the average home. All right. Let's move on. Okay, this is not quite macrame, but it's sort of in that style. This one is called Hand Knotted Knockout in silver. And I'm going to pull this up just a little bit so that you can see the bottom of this better. So we have gray yarn, strands of gray yarn with this pretty knot around the bottom. I like it when they wrap that. And then the fringe has silver beads in it. The earrings are also those polished silver beads on a fishhook back. I just have one of these. They don't put out too many of these type, so I just have this one. It already goes into that lower belly area, but it does still have a 2-inch extension, so you can make it probably come all the way to the bottom of this dropped waist shirt if you wanted to with that extension. So this one is Hand Knotted Knockout. They're calling it silver. Just have the one. It's number 6.
Very light.
It is very light. Yes. Oh, those yarn ones are always very light. I like that. So for any of you that watch the show This Is Us, it kind of reminds me of the style of Rebecca's necklaces and earrings when she was younger. She liked to wear those kind of the more fabric-y and yarn type things. They were very popular then. This one is Teardrop Timelessness. This is in shiny copper with clear faceted teardrop beads. They're completely clear, so they're like the white clear, with 2 strands of shiny copper in between each one. And then our earrings are shiny copper tassels, which we don't see very often. These tassels in that shiny copper. I do have 2 of these available. This one is just a couple inches below that bust, so in the upper abdomen area. With the 2-inch extension, you're going to get down here closer to the belly button area. So 2 of these available. Teardrop Timelessness in shiny copper, and it's number 7. Yes, that last episode was a huge surprise. Terry, where were you when I needed to talk to somebody the other night about that ending? We need to hash that one out later. Because I was catching up. So I was 3 episodes behind, right? So I watched an episode and a half the one night, and then I watched the other episode and a half. Yeah, we won't put any spoilers out here, Violet. Watch the other episode and a half the next night while I'm laying in bed. And I was getting sleepy, of course, because this is near the end of the last episode, and I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to put this up and go to sleep, so I'm getting sleepy. And so the one thing that happened during the show I wasn't really that surprised about, even though that's not really what I expected. But then, like, the last couple minutes of that show, I'm sleepy, I'm watching, and then all of a sudden I'm like, wait, what? I wasn't even sure what I had seen and heard. So I'm going to be going back to rewatch at least the last episode, probably some of the last season, so I can see if I missed something somewhere. But yeah, that was very shocking. All right, so this one is Mechanical Mayhem. This is in an antiqued brass. I have 2 of these available. These are, again, the ring-like chains, so you can see that they're little tiny circle links hooked together rather than our standard links. And then this one is actually 2 strands in one. So these are hung on the same jump ring. So it's 2 strands hung together. So you actually have 4 strands, but it looks like 3. And then we have these little textured loops up here, holding it to the chain. The earrings are, again, those round chain tassels on a fishhook back. I like these usually more in winter because they're the darker color, and I tend to wear darker colors like this in the winter time. But they also make, you can see, a nice contrast to the light colors during the summer. A nice light yellow, a white, a coral is good with this. So our loops or our hoops start about halfway down the chest. They're going to go with the strands of chain down here almost all the way to the dropped waist. With your extension, you can bring that down into the lower belly. Hi, Sharon. Good to see you. So we have 2 of these available. This is called Mechanical Mayhem, and it is in the antiqued brass, number 8. Number 9. This one is my last one of these. This is called Stripe Up a Conversation. So it's called Stripe Up a Conversation because those blue pieces in here have pinstripes on them. So we have a hexagon and a diamond or a square set on point. They have the blue pieces on them. These are a bright blue with a pinstripe on them. And then we have some other mixed in silver pieces, these rectangles, and also the other half of the diamond with the pretty silver tassel on the bottom. So we have some nice geometric shapes. And then the tassel, and it is that bright blue color. The earrings are the silver tassels on a fishhook back. This one hangs right below the bust, and then the tassel down through the dropped waist. Yes, nice and summery looking. With the 2-inch extension, that tassel is going to go down into the lower belly area. This is Stripe Up a Conversation. The last one, number 9. All right, this one is in 2 colors. I have one of each. I'm going to show the red one first because it's a little bit easier to see the different details. So this one is also a longer necklace. It is on a silver cord type chain. We have the silver circle around the outside. So this is 3 separate circles here. Then we have the red rhinestone circle set in silver. And then we have another polished silver circle. So 3 circles in one. Number 9 to Kimberly. Yes, Terry. You feel like you missed something, don't you? The earrings are the red rhinestones in the silver frame on a fishhook back. I also have this available in the white. So there'd be white rhinestones where these red are. This one hangs in the upper abdomen. With the 2-inch extension, it's going to come down closer to belly button or mid-abdomen area. This is what the white one looks like. So these are called Gather Around Gorgeous. Gather Around Gorgeous in red or in white. One of each. Number 10. There you go. All right. So let's do another question, and we'll do a few earrings. I will tell you, it really, really didn't help to be partway asleep when you were watching that, Terry. All right. Let's take answer number 3 on this one. Name the person you feel most guilty lying to. The person you feel most guilty lying to. Kimberly would like both of those, red and white. Sheila says mom. So parent was number 1. Nope, she just came on. Or she just answered. So hi, Sheila. Mom got it. Kids, your children, is number 3. Significant other was number 2. Myself was number 4. Number 5 was best friend. Clergy was not on there, although I did think of that one, but it is not on there. Your dentist was the last one. I don't feel guilty lying to him because he should know better than to ask you if you've been regularly flossing, right? I mean, is there anybody that actually flosses like every time you're supposed to? So if they ask, they kind of deserve that one.
You're gonna lie.
Absolutely.
Uh-huh.
All right. Oh, I don't need the bus this time. Look at that. Getting ahead of myself. All right. This is Glisten Up in multi. These are leather pieces hanging from a fishhook back. They're in black, pink metallic, and a silver metallic finish. So these are all 3. Your dog, you've always telling me you'll be back soon. Okay, well, that's a lie. Especially if you're going to the store. So Allison has these and she loves them. This is the size. So they're not quite as long as my earrings. And very shiny. Look at that silver go. All right, these are Glisten Up. Glisten Up in multi. That pretty like foil pattern. Number 11. Just 1 pair of these. Number 12. We got these in last week, but I know not as many were on the show because, of course, we had the holiday weekend and a lot of people weren't around. These are called Canyon Chandelier. They're in the white and turquoise crackle stone. So at the top, we have a round turquoise crackle stone. And then we have the pretty filigree work in the antique silver. Exactly. You could use it for a rescue mirror. You could signal a plane with it. These are teardrop shaped white and turquoise crackle stones at the bottom. This is the size of these. Let's push my earring out of the way. I do have 2 pairs of these. So these are Canyon Chandelier. And they are number 12. Number 13. These are in a gold metal. So this is a gold wire on a fishhook back. These are beads on the bottom in different shades of browns. So we've got some deeper browns like a chocolate. Then we have some mustardy browns. We've even got one little light type beige bead on here. Hi, Allison. We were just talking about your earrings, the leather ones that are black and pink and silver. So I do have 2 pairs of these available. They're called Let It Slide. This is the size of these. I love these wire type earrings because they're so lightweight. And these beads on the bottom are not heavy. So these are called Let It Slide in multi. Number 13. I think she already missed the pink I had on here. I don't have much in pink today. And I'm expecting another delivery on Friday. So we'll have some more by that evening. All right, these are new earrings. The ones who have pre-claimed these, Terry and Teresa, yours are already in your pouch. This is called Crawling with Couture. Crawling with Couture. These are a blue moonstone. Look, they're separated. So a teardrop moonstone back here. And then we have a cage of silver with white rhinestones over them. And then a very, very fancy look on a silver fishhook back. This is the size of these earrings. And you can see the blue is almost the same as our turquoise crackle beads. These are Crawling with Couture. In blue, I have 2 more pairs of these. So it's number 14. Yes, they are very elegant looking. Okay, these I've had in some other metals, and I'll show you those as well because I've got a couple pairs left. Number 14 to Sharon. So we've got 1 more pair. These are City Curves in copper to Violet as well. So that takes care of both pairs. Those are sold out. City Curves in copper. So these are the bright, shiny copper in a teardrop shape. So they're a teardrop shaped hoop. This is the length of them. I have 3 pairs in the shiny copper. I have 1 pair in the black metal that is remaining, and 2 in the silver. So 1 black, 2 silver, 3 copper. I probably should have done them in order to make it easier for you to keep track of. There we go. They were trying to get tangled in each other. City Curves, copper, black, and silver. And these are going to be number 15. Sharon says she took one for the team. That was nice of you, Sharon. I'm sure it was not at all self-serving either. You know, no part of it was self-serving at all. So that's very remarkable. I know, I thought about it too. Five, six. Okay, I had to count these answers because they didn't number them on here for some reason. We're going to take answer number 6 on this question out of 8. So there's a lot of possible answers on here. We're looking for number 6. What one thing in your house gets used more than anything else? Sharon, at least you admit it. What one thing in your house gets used more than anything else? The toilet? I'm with you, Allison. There's always somebody in there. That was number 2.
Number 2 for number 2, huh?
Yes. The bed was number 5. Oh, coffee pot. Violet got it right off the bat. Coffee pot was number 5. The dishwasher was not on there. The TV was number 1. Let me see. The fridge was number 3. The telephone was number 4. We got number 5. The remote was up there with TV. Washing machine was number 8. For Esley, it's the broom. Did she beat her kids with it? I've heard that's a good thing. Although I've also heard that, you know, sandals is the preferred way for some families. The other one that we didn't get was the microwave. Microwave was number 7. So I don't know if they'd be quite in that order in our house, but they're all pretty true. She's forever sweeping. She can come live with me then. I need somebody to sweep. Because every time yes, chanclas. Every time I walk across the floor, I swear, even if you just swept it, you know, with all these people in and out of here, coming in and out of the house, I feel sand or grit underneath my feet. Our ground is very sandy here. Drives me crazy. So, Esley, you can come live with me. And you'll have the benefit of my extensive jewelry collection if you'll just keep my floor swept. All right, this one is called Take Note in blue. This is a very, very pretty light blue. We don't have very many things in this color. Hi, Jane. Glad you could join us today. On my color chart, it is literally called, you're never going to guess, light blue. That's not very helpful, is it? It also has these polished silver beads on it. So we have the pearly blue and we have the polished silver. I just have one of these remaining in this color, but I also have white, and I'll show you that in a moment. The earrings are the pretty pearly blue beads on a fishhook back. This is a nice mid-length necklace. So it's going to come down almost to the bust from the very beginning. And then with the 2-inch extension, you could drop it down here below the bust. You'll sweep for jewelry. It's going to be a new reality show. Let's do that. I also have it in the white. So these will be the white or creamy colored pearly beads mixed with the polished silver, which makes a really nice combination. And the earrings, of course, are the white pearly beads. So these are Take Note in white or in blue. I have 2 in white, just 1 in the blue, and they're number 16. While we're doing blue, we may as well do this blue. Let the festivities begin. In blue. So this is not light blue. This has just a tiny bit of green in it. Somewhere between aquamarine and forget-me-not blue. It's not really one or the other. These are crystal type beads, so they're round beads with those crystal facets, and they are also transparent. This is just a large cluster of them. They're set on kind of a silver net back here to hold them all straight. The earrings are also those same crystal cut beads in that blue color. I have 2 more of these. So this one is hanging, that neckline is right here in the top of this. So it is hanging at the neckline. With your 2-inch extension, you'll be able to bring that down here. So it's going to hang right here between the mid chest and the bust. Sharon would like one of those. So I have 1 more. I had 2 of these available. Sharon wants one. This is called Let the Festivities Begin. And it's going to be number 17. So 1 more of those. It is pretty, Sharon. Daisy would like the other one. So that one is sold out. You got it, Daisy. This one is... Mm-hmm. Yeah, that means Esley gets to wear it too. Yeah, she's just going to wait and steal it. See, Esley knows that she doesn't have to buy it. She can let Daisy buy it, and then she can just steal it. All right, this one's called Beachfront and Center. Beachfront and Center. So these are pearly textured beads. They're round and flat with that pretty pearly texture like a shell. And then they have little gold rings up at the top. This is like 2 layers of beads and then a layer of good gold rings on top of it. The earrings are also those textured discs in the creamy pearly color on a gold fishhook back. I have 2 of these available. Gotta get our summer stuff, right? So shells and beachy, that's summer. This one's a 1/4 inch below that collar. With the 2-inch extension, you're going to be able to bring it down here. So it's going to hang between here and here. If you extend it, this one is beachfront and center. 2 of them available. Number 18. This one is crooked, for one thing. There we go. Box Office Bombshell in silver. So we have silver pearly beads. These are kind of a medium gray. They're not as light as some of the other silver beads that we have, silver pearly beads. Then they have white rhinestones above them. A row of white rhinestones to add some sparkle to that shine. The earrings are the silver pearly beads on a fishhook back. Just have 1 of these left. This is the length. So again, about a 1/4 inch, maybe just a little bit more, 3/8 below that collar. With the 2-inch extension, you can bring it down here, and it's going to hang between here and here. So on top of the bust. This one is Box Office Bombshell in silver. And it's number 19. You know, you can say it's giving them a hard time, but when Esley shows up to Wear It Weekend wearing Daisy's earrings and broadcasting it to everyone that she's wearing Daisy's earrings, I don't feel too bad for her.
Even I know that.
Yeah, even Max knows, so, you know, it's pretty well known at this point. The fashion show must go on. This is also in silver. So this is our more common light gray pearly beads. So they're silvery, but they're a light gray rather than that medium gray. They have silver chain woven in and out of these pearls. The earrings are also those silver pearly beads on a fishhook back. Just have one of these remaining as well. This one's about an inch below that collar. With the 2-inch extension, you're going to bring it down here to sit at the top of the bust. Let me see if I can show you this chain a little bit better. How it's woven in between the pearls, kind of twisted around the pearls. This one is number 20. You've gone broke all year? And yes, that reminds me, we are coming up on a year. So I think the official day I ordered was June 10th. I ordered my kit to start paparazzi. But I think that the website said it didn't process until the 11th. So we're going to go with June 11th. June 11th, we are going to celebrate my 1-year anniversary, and there will be extra giveaways on that show. That's a Friday. So our Friday evening show on June 11th, we will have additional giveaways that night. So hopefully we'll get lots of good stuff in that week. Hopefully they'll go ahead and ship my stuff so that we can have lots of nice new stuff, and we'll have some extra giveaways and fun that night. All right, so we're at our next Family Feud question. Let's go with answer number 3 on this one. Name something a really paranoid mobster might have that's bulletproof. Yes, you'll have to bring your own drink because they don't do well going through my computer. I've tried, believe me. They just mess up the computer. So you'll have to bring your own drinks, but we can have drinks that night. Car was number 2. Yes, it's party time. Shirt was not on there. Windows was number 4. Ooh, a boat. That's a good one, Allison, but it's not on there. A bulletproof cookie. Interesting. Vest was number 1. Why are we having a bulletproof cookie? I want to know the story behind that. A bulletproof hat? That's a good one. Still haven't gotten it. We got 2 answers we have not gotten. Not a limo. That was up with the cars.
What's the question?
Something a really paranoid mobster might have that's bulletproof. House, that would be a good one. It's not on there. Bed is a good one because they do tend to get shot in bed. Nope, we tried that one. His shell. Not sure about that one. Plane, that's a good answer. All right. Let's see. I guess Jane is the closest, because she said clothes, which is a little bit more general, and the actual answer was suit. Bulletproof suit. And they also had on here a shield. Oh, you thought I said lobster? Oh, that would be funny. Bulletproof lobster. That would be fun. Maybe we just need to change some of these questions. They'd make more sense. Or as much sense as they do anyway. All right, let's do a couple more pieces of jewelry and see if we can find another question. So Mom thought I said monster. Yeah, vest. Vest was on there by itself, so. All right, these are some longer necklaces. This is Modern Majesty. It has the red moonstone in a teardrop shape inside, surrounded by the teardrop shape of filigree, silver filigree around the outside. And then we have the round red moonstone earrings, so the round bead on a silver fishhook back. I do have 2 of these. We don't get a lot of red moonstone. Hi, Shannon. Good to see you. Well, we've only got a little bit left, so you're good. This one is almost at the dropped waist with the 2-inch extension. Of course, it's going to come into that lower belly area. This one does have a freely moving chain. So if you wanted to hook into this chain or even possibly shorten it permanently, you could do that so that it would hang in the upper chest rather than the lower chest. I do have 2 of these. Modern Majesty in red. 21. You may have, Violet. I think you've pretty much bought everything I've ever had in Moonstone. So you probably have it. So I can straighten out these layers here. They like to get behind each other. This is Celebration of Chic in red. Don't encourage her, Sharon. These have flat silver polished discs, the crystal cut type red beads. We have a plain chain in between, and then we have a chain with the silver tassels. So we've got 3 layers on this necklace. No, it's red.
Red, okay.
Love these polished silver discs because we could almost use them for a mirror. You could literally signal SOS with these things. So, you know, if you're going to go to a deserted island or get shipwrecked, Gilligan should have been wearing one of these when he got stuck on the island. They wouldn't have been there as long. The earrings are the silver discs. So, you know, just in case you need more help with the SOS signaling, you could do it with the earrings as well. They're just so shiny. Love the shiny. We're all crows at heart, right? We love the shiny things. So this one hangs just above the bust, at the bust, and then mid to lower abdomen for this tassel. We have a few things left, Shannon. 2 inches will bring it down into this lower belly area. Put this one down just below the bust, and then this one in the mid or upper abdomen. So this one is Celebration of Chic. Just have 1 of these. Is in red. And it's number 22.
Sharon wants Shannon to watch and buy something. So,
Yeah.
So Sharon's conscience will be bothered.
Right. Sharon doesn't want to be the only one that is buying things today, so she wants to make sure. Well, Kimberly's been buying too over here on Instagram, so we just want to make sure that everybody's, you know, getting enough. We don't want you to be short of jewelry. That would be a bad thing. This one is called Zen Generation. This is a royal blue moonstone in an upside down teardrop shape. And then we have our cute little jellyfish tassel. So here's his little head and all his little legs. Isn't that cute? And he's a very decorated jellyfish. He almost looks like he has a helmet.
Little tassels, you know.
The earrings are the silver tassels hanging from a silver fishhook back. Let me flip it around here. So that one's going to hang just below the bust with the tassel going down into the lower abdomen. With the 2-inch extension, you can bring it even lower below that dropped waist. This one is also freely moving, so if you wanted to shorten it for right now while we're on Zoom meetings and bring it up, you could definitely do that. This is my last one. This is Zen Generation in blue, and it's number 23. Since we're on the blue, we'll do this one. This one is Cash Me Out in blue. These are kind of a teal blue. So it's a tiny bit off from just a regular blue. These are teal blue, has a little bit of green in it. These beads, some of them are semi-transparent and some of them are opaque. So these two are opaque. This one's semi-transparent. Same over here. And then over here, the top one is semi-transparent and the bottom one is opaque. We have 3 layers of chain at the bottom. So you all know I love these that are just layered at the bottom because they don't give you enough chain to get tangled up. The earrings are the opaque blue beads on the fishhook back. This is how this one will lay. So it is asymmetrical, but you've got your beads and your little rings in silver hanging up in the top. It's the bottom half of the upper chest, so you'll still be able to see some of those on Zoom. They hang all the way down over the bust area, and then your chains will come down into the lower abdomen. With a 2-inch extension, you'll be able to bring that down into the lower belly area. I just have one available in this blue color. So this is Cash Me Out, is in that teal blue, and it's number 24. I don't think anybody on this show needs encouragement to buy any more jewelry. They seem to do very, very well without encouragement. So we're not going to encourage. This is no pressure sales because this stuff sells itself anyway. All right, got all my layers straightened out. This one is Diva Dilemma in brown. I have 2 of these available. These are the pretty light brown pearly beads. They're not as light as the champagne color. A little bit off from that, maybe like a sandy brown. So they're in 2 different sizes. We have some smaller pearly beads along with some larger pearly beads, and then 2 lengths of chain as well to make the other layers. The earrings are the larger brown pearly beads on a fishhook back. We'll have Max start a support group for the husbands. That way he can, encourage them to not be discouraged because you're buying jewelry. Hey, you can come live here, Mom. We'll have plenty of jewelry at least. We're going to be those old ladies that dress up and always look good. So we're going to have our makeup on, have all the jewelry.
Yeah.
Max likes those type of old ladies. He enjoys that when we go to the nursing home and all the ladies are dressed up. So, we've got at least 4 boards full of stuff here. I think we're good. All right, this one hangs right below the bust in the upper abdomen and in the mid abdomen with these lengths. With a 2-inch extension, you can bring this all down. This top chain is going to be about where this middle chain is. It's going to drop that bottom chain down to the dropped waist. This one is called Diva Dilemma. Diva Dilemma in brown. 2 of these available. Number 25. At the rate we're going, I have enough jewelry. We should probably just start our own ladies' nursing home. We can have ladies' night out every night. So we can do that. We can have literally different jewelry every single day of the year. I've got like 1,500 pieces online. And not quite all of this is online. Most of it, All right. It should just be a teenager all over again, Allison. That's a stage they go through. They all go through that wearing black stage. Why? I don't know. I don't know if they just want to disappear because they tend to wear like shades of gray and black. Terry, don't encourage him. Don't encourage him. We're going to go on to the question. All right. Let's go with answer number 5 on this one. Name something you lose when you have a cold. Something you lose when you have a cold. Yeah, we'll have an open bar, Mom.
Oh, so Terry wants me to sing Ladies' Night.
Yeah, Terry evidently wants you to sing Ladies' Night. Taste was number 3. I don't always lose my taste. Some people do. Voice is number 1. It's really hard to keep your voice when you have a cold. Weight was actually number 4, and I didn't choose that one because I didn't think anybody would get it, Marjorie. So we got that. Your memory is not on there. Sleep was number 6. Didn't think anybody'd get that one too. Energy was the right answer. So Allison got that one. You lose your energy. So we have voice, sense of smell, taste, weight, energy, and sleep. Patience too, Violet. When I don't feel good, I am not patient. Hi, Becky. Good to see you. Your sense of humor? Yes. That goes right with my patience. Both of them just fly out the window. I think I sneeze them out when I'm sneezing. Pretty sure that's what happened. All right, I forgot. Our last 5 are earrings, so I don't need the bust anymore. So we have 5 more pairs of earrings for you. These are called Socialite Luster, and they are in black. So they are silver circles. They're slightly indented so that they can put 2 rows of these black rhinestones along the bottom. They're on a fishhook back. This is the size. Let me move my own earring out of the way. So they're not a huge earring. They're a little bit smaller. You're sitting with color on your head processing. Well, don't get too wrapped up in the jewelry show and let it sit long. These are Socialite Luster in black. This is my last pair. They're number 26. It's also my last pair of these. These are Eco Chic. Eco Chic. So we kind of have the bent oval. Looks like it's been hammered and beaten up a little bit. In silver, they're on a fishhook back. This is the length and size of these. So 1 pair remaining. Eco Chic in silver are number 27. You did that yesterday, Violet? Are we all getting back to that? These are Do You Feel Me? Do You Feel Me in brown. So we have the brown moonstone teardrop. Kimberly would like 27. Brown moonstone teardrop with the teardrop shaped frame around it. Filigree in the bottom. I have 2 pairs of these remaining. This is the size. So these are going to be number 28. Do You Feel Me in brown. Oh, that is nice, Becky. All right, these are the blue teardrops that I mentioned earlier. Not blue teardrops, blue pearly beads I mentioned earlier. So we have a round blue pearly bead at the top, oval blue pearly beads in the middle, and then this polished silver circle at the bottom. These are dangly earrings. These are called Bubbling to the Surface in blue. Bubbling to the Surface. These are going to be number 29. And last but not least, ever, These are mystical moonbeams in blue. So these are the royal blue moonstone in a barrel shape in the center of this earring. We have the curved crescent underneath, which kind of makes up the bottom of a teardrop. They're on a fishhook back. This is the length and size of this earring. This is the last pair of these. Mystical moonbeams in blue is number 30. I still do Terry because mine is actually completely white and it mixes in with the reddish blonde and it just makes my hair really light, which because of my light skin washes me out completely. So I'm not ready to go white yet. I think it's just a little bit too much. Pull the color out of me. So it's number 30. Is it 29 or 30? Okay, 30. So Violet would like number 30. Those will go good with your other royal blue moonstones. Violet. Oh. Kimberly also wanted them. I only have one pair. Just one pair, sorry. And I saw Violet first. Let's see. Tomorrow at noon, we will have our bracelet and ring show. So we'll be back with that. After this week, I think I'm going to move it to 1 o'clock. Give them to Kimberly. Okay. So Violet said you can have them, Kimberly. So they're yours. So we'll do it at noon tomorrow. It'll be 1 o'clock. Give you 1 hour later because I know it's kind of early for some of you guys on the West Coast. And in Arizona right now, you're 3 hours behind me. So that's really early in the morning. Let's move it up to so that you can be up at 10 instead after this week. I just want to make sure I give you enough notice. So we'll do that, and then we'll be back at 5 o'clock on Friday, and we'll have some new items for you. So we're looking forward to doing that. If you don't get to join us tomorrow, have a safe rest of the work week, and we'll see you back here on Friday evening when you have completed your work. And then we'll have a Sunday show to see what you've been doing all weekend. So we'll see you all later. Have a good night, and have a good rest of the week.